I thought this being such a common hiking path, it would be a little less treacherous. Here are the first glimpses of the caves. This is the archaeological site. Looks like we cannot go down. Good morning, everyone. I'm heading out now on that hike over to the old cave. Oh, it is chilly up here in the mountains in the morning. I thought this being such a common hiking path, it would be a little less treacherous, but some of these rocks here and the steps down are crazy. It is about to bridge. Hello from the other side of Matera. It was a little over a half-hour hike over to this side where the caves are. Well, obviously those are caves, but the old caves. This side was a little bit harder than that side, I feel, because there was more rocks and things like that. It was less dirt like this. Here are the first glimpses of the caves. So one of these caves would have a family, their animals, everything living in there. I don't know if there's any of them that are set up over on this side to show you. If you don't mind spiders, you can probably crawl back in there a bit, but that was some thick cobwebbing. I do recommend sunglasses because even though I'm in the shade, the light hitting the buildings over there is extremely bright. But let's go in and check this big cave out and see what it's like in here. It smells like a cave. This is much larger. I haven't seen one this large yet. It is such a stark contrast from one side to the other, because over there is Matera, but when you get up here and you look to the other side, it's this. That is not what I was expecting to see. Just green rolling hills. Definitely worth the hike. Not for people who have a very poor balance or are afraid of heights, because there are absolutely no railings. I walked by my first couple of people, well, two couples. I already see one of them have turned around after starting their uphill ascent on the other side. And I was thinking when I walked by them, I'm like, how do they do this climb? Because they're 20 or more years older than me. So I think they thought it was going to be a little easier too. But once you get to some of the parts where it's not just an incline and it's rocks and rocks and rocks you gotta climb on, it can get a little tough. Take plenty of breaks. Bring more than one bottle of water. I've seen a handful of cats on the streets here. Oh, there goes one right now. Right by me. They do not want nothing to do with people. It is unlike Greece or like Egypt or whatever, where they actually would come up to you. But they are fed so well. You see plates kind of put around, sometimes in bushes, sometimes just in corners for them, of like pasta, fish, just like stacked on. I've picked up my car and I'm heading to my first stop, which would have been my third stop had I not cut the first two out. But as I decided, I turned at the wrong spot. The first site I plan to be going to today is supposed to be a Neolithic archaeological site. I believe there's two of them I'm going to stop at on this drive. I know that at least one of them, if not both of them, actually looked like they were on private property. But I mean, this is called an archaeological park, so I can't imagine that it's private property. Okay, holy shit, guys. I was just driving. I'm on a main road, so I assume this says under surveillance, so I'm not going back there. But look at what I just was driving by. Holy crap. I would love to go back in there and explore, but I do not feel like getting arrested in a foreign country. And as there's no guard that I can bribe to get myself in, out here is going to have to do. Well, I arrived at the ruins I wanted to see, and they are not open, which for some reason does not surprise me about Italy. This one is apparently not on public ground. This is a archaeological park. I would potentially try to get out and look at things if I could, but there is a dog on the other side of the fence just barking up a storm as soon as I pulled into this gravel driveway. So I don't get to see this one. I got to go on to the next. Hopefully have better luck there. I did have to fill up. Well, I didn't have to. I was at exactly half a tank. So I filled up for the first time. And in case anybody's wondering, I know gas prices are stupid right now. But Italy is one of the most expensive countries in Europe for gas. It's in like the top 5. And it cost me basically 50 US dollars or 41, 42 euros to fill up from 50%. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I got a hybrid. But I guess there's nothing else for me to say about this place since I can't see it, and I'm going to continue on. See you in a bit. Well, I'm pretty sure these are the ruins that looked like they were on a private property, because this is me drive at the moment. I am not able to go very fast on this road. Something tells me not a whole lot of people come down this road. I've already had to back up once to let some people by on one of the roads back there. I would not want to have to do that right now. Oh, I get to go down a nicer road now. Yay. I just had to stop and get out real quick because some of these olive trees look so old. Like, they aren't the couple thousand-year-old olive trees, but I guarantee some of these out here are hundreds of years old. The way they're all wrinkly, gnarled. That one over there, like all curled up. Wow. It's incredible to me that nature, plants can live this long. I have arrived at, I guess, my first site of the day since the first one was closed. That right there is the name of it. They actually do have a sign, even though it does seem to be private property. I mean, it's a massive olive plantation, and the trees here are so old and beautiful. That is so awesome. It's like forming around the rocks. This is the archaeological site. I absolutely can't believe this is in any way open. Looks like we cannot go down, which I don't blame them. This is I believe it's a Neolithic site, but that passes through over into there, it looks like. So I'm going to try this one because it's the closest.
In 300 meters, turn left onto Via Edmondo de Amicis.
Now I know people pack cars in here though, like to where they will block you in. I mean, that I'm worried about. So I kind of like, I want to park where I'm not going to get blocked in. Well, I have safely arrived in the quaint little white town of Alberobello. Finally getting to see some Trulies all lined up back to back. Those are the whole reason I came here. When I saw, shout out to the Endless Adventure, some of my favorite vloggers. When I saw them here a couple years ago now, I immediately added a pin to my map, and I actually built this entire trip around that. So thank you guys for that. So I'm heading to my hotel where I hope I'll be able to get in, because even though it costs me a lot, I tried calling because that's what they want you to do, and no, like the number could not go through. Like it said they were out of range or something like that. Well, it's all working out. I got hold of them on the phone. I don't know why it went through here, but it wouldn't in the parking lot. But I'm standing outside. This is basically where I'm going to be staying tonight. Is that a light? That's a light. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty cool. It's got like wood beams. That is a cool little room. I might possibly be sleeping up here instead of down there.